Rosie and Alan Babin were high school sweethearts in Del Rio, Texas. They graduated in 1978, and that same summer, they were married. From that time on, they were inseparable.
I was already enlisted in the United States Army at the time. Rosie asked the question what she was going to do while I was off to basic training, and I said, I don't know. She said, well, why don't I join? So we went in as a husband and wife team in 1978. I had a great 3.5 year honeymoon in Germany, courtesy of Uncle Sam.
Their deployment in Germany was a time to cherish, not only because they were newlyweds, but because it would also be where they started a family.
So Alan was born in Germany in 1980.
He was made in Germany.
He was made in Germany,
yes.
Born in the United States.
There you go.
The couple retired from the military, and Alan Sr. took up a career in law enforcement, eventually settling in Round Rock, Texas.
Alan was 15 when we moved here, just entering high school. He was a body in motion.
A bull rider in high school, too.
Yeah.
He was a handful. But after 9/11, I think it really impacted him considerably, and said he wanted to join the Army.
But he insisted on being a medic with the 82nd Airborne Division.
Alan was stationed at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, before being deployed to Iraq.
All of the 82nd Airborne went into Iraq on March 29th, 2003, and Alan was wounded on March 31st, 2003. Alan received a gunshot wound right under his right breast that exited on the right from an AK-47, and it did its job. It did what it was meant to do. It tumbled through his system. It grazed his liver. Alan lost 90% of his stomach and his spleen and part of his pancreas. They were having a really tough time keeping him alive.
Alan was eventually stabilized and sent to Walter Reed, where his mother, Rosie, never left his side. She was his constant companion and dedicated advocate. Alan was undergoing seemingly unending surgical procedures to repair the damage from the gunshot wound, but another problem would soon rear its head.
6 weeks after Alan survived the battlefield, and 3 weeks after he arrived at Walter Reed, he contracted meningitis and suffered a stroke. So Alan's recovery has been stroke recovery for the last 15 years. He went from gunshot victim, which the doctors felt recovery was expected, and then the stroke happened, and it just changed everything.
When he regained consciousness, he had to relearn everything from speaking to using his body. Today, much of those years are still a blur.
I think I remember, but I can't tell if they're actual memories or if I just heard it so much from my mom. There's no telling. And I have a recurring dream of what I think is like right before I get hit. I'm running toward a fallen soldier, and then I wake up.
Outside of the hospital, caring for Alan would become Rosie's full-time job, and the unique difficulties of his situation quickly became apparent.
We had neurologists and physician's assistants say to let him go. But I knew my son, and I knew the shine in his eyes. And what I saw when I looked into his eyes was, don't give up on me. And I wasn't going to, and still don't. We met Gary Sinise at the Fisher House while Alan was still a patient at Walter Reed in 2003. And so I got to meet him, have a great picture that I sent him not too long ago. We look like babies. And then we reconnected with Gary again at Skyball in Dallas. He said, Alan, why haven't we done a house for you?
Alan and Rosie applied to our R.I.S.E program to receive a custom-built, specially adapted smart home that would fully meet Alan Jr.'s needs. The application was approved, and I had the pleasure of calling Rosie to let her know we'd be building them a house.
And I answered and he said, "Hey Rosie, this is Gary Sinise." And I thought, oh my gosh, it's Gary calling. So he asked what the guys were doing and what we had planned for the day, and I told him. Then we were going to go fishing that afternoon, and he said, "Well, you can tell them that you got the big fish today because you guys are getting a house."
With the support of independent community donations, the Gary Sinise Foundation began construction on Alan's specially adapted custom smart home. On November 10th, 2017, the home was completed and Alan and his parents moved in.
This is the iPad that's going to run your house, and it is our privilege to present it to you today. God bless you, Alan.
Alan needs assistance with every facet of his daily life. Show me to your room. Oh, Alan.
That's awesome. What do you think, bud?
I love it.
It's awesome, isn't it?
It is.
Anything that provides him with a level and feel of independence is crucial. He's lost so much control over his life.
Before, I would have to bug somebody else to give me a hand with this or that. Now I can just do it on my own.
And what more does a parent want than to raise kids that are happy and that can be independent? We are just so grateful that this home is going to provide that for him.
At the Gary Sinise Foundation, we serve our nation by honoring our defenders, first responders, their families, and those in need. To learn more about the Gary Sinise Foundation and how you can support other veterans like Alan Babin, visit GarySiniseFoundation.org.